Hello guys, welcome to Link webinar. Today I will talk about UMS and UMS. And my name is Levi. It's very exciting that in the webinar, we hope this webinar can offer you different feeling with others that you have joined. Now I will introduce the webinar rules. Before we start the webinar, we would like to show you the rules of engagement. We really hope it can build an interactive lesson you and offer you engaging webinars. So if you have any questions on them, just throw them to our message box. As we have answer and question section, answer all of your questions. Also, if you have any microphone, we can unmute your microphone and we talk with you about the question, and you can send us your requirement, and we will also to do the live demo and show you the more details. Welcome to talk with us. Now let we begin. And today we will talk about our new solution about UMS and EMS. And before that, this is the two topics. And first, we will talk about real-time content. And the second, we will talk about real-time content edit solution in Link. And let's spend about 15 minutes to use some questions and find a real-time content answer. Okay. And the first question, what's real-time content? And in traditional transmission process, the signal source always from computer, desktop, USB, or others records, and the transmission by HDMI, DVI, SDI, or others cable to processor, and by the LAN, fiber, or other cable like HDMI or DP to display and to extend the distance. And this is the traditional measure to realize the transmission. And but if your project in live broadcast or live events, the contents must in real time and without any compress or lowest latency. Just like this picture, it's football game. And I believe one real-time content will make you more exciting than to watch the record on computer or website. So the question is coming. In the transmission process, we call the signal. If we can do the real-time content, if it is the real-time content, you can realize like the football game or basketball game and other compatible and play. And the second question, where have real-time content? Like the Beijing Olympic game opening ceremony, all the contents must in real time because there are billion people always the world are watching the opening ceremony by TV, computer, internet, even on cell phone. They not only watching the ceremony, but only talk and discuss with their family, friends, or different people around them. Also, like the left picture show in basketball game, yes, it's NBA, and the right picture, the volleyball game, Women's Volleyball World Cup. As an international competitive sports event, I believe most people are their fans, or no matter what time is it, you will really like and try your best to watch the real-time contents. So real-time appear in live events. This is the second question about where. And come to the next question is who. So who will use the real-time contents? It's very easy to answer the question. Editor. On the film, they need to do editor and show their real-time edit content to all audience. Sometimes they have only one people to do the fast editing. And like the picture show, only one people it can do the real-time editing if the operator is very professional, and also you can use the one people. And next question is who. And who will the real-time contents to transmission for? Will they show to audience on field? I believe answer is not, because the audience on field, they have watched the game or live event in their eyes. So the real-time content to who? In the world, there are many people still can not join the game or live events. So the real-time contents are showing to someone that's in club or audience at home, like the World Cup. And next is the question about why. Why the editor and the audience needs real-time contents? There are two reasons. First, for the edit, they need the real-time content to enjoy for audience. And the second, for the audience, they need to real-time content for joining them since they are on the film. So we can go to the side, but we are really into the side. And after we use several questions to explain the real-time contents and editing, let's check how RGB Link supports you on them. So we provide you a new solution about the real-time editing. Let me introduce it. And about the several questions, we make a summary for them. First is the real-time capture. You need to capture about the video, voice, about any details to do the real-time capture. And the second one is real-time editing. So we provide you the solution is the EMS and UNS, and I will introduce it one by one. And now I will introduce the first part, real-time capture. UMS. And this is the front panel and the rear panel of the UMS. Let's check it one by one. On front panel, it's including 3 L's. First, the screen can be used for editing content and the software operation. Yes, this screen, you can touch it. So about the export software to control the UMS, and this problem it can be solved because it uses the same software like the other product we provide. And in this UMS, it has built-in software. Expose is just one of them, and it has another software to support. And I will show it in the next page, and I will show you the next one is the storage. And for the second L, and the third L is the like the KVM or USB flash driver. We will check it one by one. Let's look at the first part. This part uses easy and simple software layout. You can check all interface on UMS and know the setting on each interface. Also, it's built in different software such as Expose, Xtool, and so on. And UMass has 3-inch touch panel screen, means you can control by mouse or your finger. Only move your finger, you can do anything. And if you think it's too small for you, don't worry. We can make it bigger. How? Let me show you. And we can connect to the screen through the DVI output and output on rail panel. So let's editing page can also be displayed via it on external display. And about the size of display is based on you. And 17 inch, 21 inch, 32 inch, even you use 55 inch, you can handle it with a bigger screen and show you more details about the control software. In addition to the built-in and the internal display DVI outputs, there are one part on UMS is very important for you. The 4 red slots. And is anyone know about these 4? And for the capture, what's the most important? The answer is storage. And for the traditional storage, we use the HDD, means HD hard disk. And but for now, more and more computer using SSD, solid state driver. So what's the difference between them? So, and now more and more 4K content have come to our life. And as we know, the capacity of 4K content will over 100 GB. The transmission rates of traditional HDD. For the traditional HDD can only support 1000 MB each second. It's too slow. We need to quick and we need to fast. So we use the SSD. And in SSD, it can support up to 100 GB each second, even thousands to make sure the contents delivery will in time. And more quality image use the more fast transmission. UMS with 4 storage slots means with 4 SSD. Each of them can support up to 2 T capacity. So it means you can have many 4K contents, your computer, and to realize the several 8K content. And this is the part of the storage. And the next one. And this is the rail panel. On the right is retent power, and about the feature, I will introduce to you for the next page. So I will explain it, why is this 2. And the purple input is supposed 2 slots up to 8 channel inputs for real-time content or signals capture. And the blue L outputs support up to 4 DP 1.2, means you can output up to 8K 4K contents. The next is DVI output. Yes, I introduced it before. Use this as DVI output, you can extend the display and show the more details about the control software and the UMS. And near to the DVI is 2 LAN ports for retent feature. The next is MIDI ports. Anyone know about the function of this one? This MIDI port is to connect to audio maker or synesthesia and in broadcast industry. Most of them have used MIDI ports on it, but for now, most of them have used USB ports. And the left is audio. For immediate and internal features, let's check more detailed. And this I recognized before, and redundant power means when one lose power and another one, it will support immediately. So it will make sure the power is work more stable. Yes, and for the UMS, we also have so many type optional input like the other product. On UMS, support several different optional capture like 4K real-time content. We have 12G SDI, HDMI 2.0 capture to support 4K. And for 2K real-time content, we also have a solution. This type is 3G SDI, 2K HDMI capture, and to collect different camera signals on film to meet different requirements you want. And on the output, you must with higher and discrete graphic card. Let's adopt it to support high bias image quality and output for 4K signal to split for 8K 4K content. For example, we offer optional like the WX8200 and W5700 and other high-end graphic cards. You must adopt i7 and A700 IC chip, the highest IC in current market. One more powerful feature in UMS that can handle multi 4K signals and even 8K signals to output. Of course, and depend on the market, and we will improve the quality of the hardware. Okay, and for the UMS is compatible with well-known video processing software in the market, such as Datatone and Christine and Arcaus and Watchout, Coolix and others like the Arena. And Arena software is well known, and this software to arrange different contents on different outputs. And Silence just need to do the operation once because UMS4 supports 7/24 work time. And for this professional medium software, you must have a question. And should we pay or we need to pay more money and more people to learn? And it's a great cost. How to improve it? So we provide a solution we provide the second part, the real-time editing, and same as the software I mentioned before to do the real-time editing. And we use it. We call it EMS, and this is the solution second part. Except this hardware for reduce the study time on professional media softwares. We publish new easier operate software and device. Second part of this solution is EMS. And for the EMS, also has more surprise. And this is the front panel and this is the rear panel. And let me show you the rear panel. And for this, it can support full 4K high-speed hardware solution, more stable than software. And this is the hardware part, and it will provide customer with an ultra high definition 4K input and outputs operating hardware solution platform, which is more stable and reliable than the application of the market software solution platform. And the second surprise is the HDMI SDI input and the output format conversion. It can support up to multi-channel HDMI 2.0 and the 12G SDI to support the 4K signal. And as you see on the back panel, it has the 12G SDI input. And the other format signal source input and output, it can support any output. And the second surprise is the placeable 12G SDI output module. Not only support multi-channel 12G SDI signal inputs, but also realize multi-channel 12G SDI splicing outputs, making it possible to realize 12G SDI signal on the broadcasting station. And the last one, but is the important one, the last advantage is delay as low as 2 frames. During the day's transmission of 4K high definition data, the frame rates of the transmitted signal can be reduced to within 2 frames without distortion. And this is the advantage of it and more surprise. And I would introduce about more details about the EMS, how its communication and how it and use a lot of inputs and outputs and use the inputs how to do the transmission. I'll introduce the transmission measure first. And for the communication, we only use one cable. Yes, it's the I-pass cable. The communication between EMS and UMS requires only needs one I-pass cable. And EMS US is the solution of AK2K display application. The median survey and the video processor are controlled by only one I-pass, compared with traditional median survey or video processor. It saves at least 4 4K 2K cables and one communication cable. And the second one, we provide new software in EMS and to support the real-time editing. And also it's a member of the Expose family, and we call it Expose EMS version. And this is the interface. I will show it in the live demo later. And like the Expose, we can search the device and find this device. And also, we can control the EMS, and also we can use this device to control the our product to do the all products in one software control. We don't need to install like use the X7, install one Expose, and use the EMS, install another software. And this the feature of the EMS and the software part and the video material rendering. And the EMS can flexible performance layer fusing and 3D transformation and color adjustment, mask and other editing on the input source content. There I will show it later. I will introduce it simple. And you can do the source editing real time in this software. And based on the display L creation technology of Expose 2.0, it provides a new feature, LED block working mode, and perfectly creates various display Ls with different sizes and layouts to meet application needs, which ensures the intuitive and convenient operation. And this more details, I will show you it on the live demo. Okay, I will show you the live demo. I will share the expose and through the Zoom and show you the details about the EMS software interface. Okay. And this is our software. And could you see my screen? And you can check the EMS interface. That's why share. And wait a moment. And one moment we close other shell to show you the details about the EMS software. Okay, our EMS. And then you can make our shell screen to bigger and check the shell screen. And wait a moment. Wait a moment, and I will show you. Okay, now you can see the screen. Okay, now you can see on my screen. This is the EMS interface, and you can operate on the UMS. And this is the interface, and we can see it show the back panel details in here. And also you can check the temperature and the version of it and the serial number and mark and any details of it on it. And this is the first step search, and the second I will introduce the block display management. And in here you can do any you want and to move or scale it and as you want and depend on the live show. And the third one is the AOI function, and depend on the sys AOIL set and axis, we can collect one part of the signal and like this. And you can check on the screen. You can check on the screen. I use this function to realize the screen like this, and this is the two screen and show the 4K 2K content, and the middle is the one splitting, and the right and the left and right to separate and dependent like this. And I will show you the more details in the interface, and then you can check the C screen. And the next in here, I do the capture on the C signal left, and for this I capture on the right, so I can do the split with this source. And also we can adjust the source. If I select the middle one, and you can see the middle screen, and I can adjust the source parameters like the brightness and the strength and hue and the gamma. I can adjust it. Also, I can change the X and Y to change the source. Move the source here, and you can see this. I move source to here. Come back. And for here, and for here, this move the source and adjust the position or brightness of the source. First is select the source first. Like I select movie 4, and after I move, you can move like this. This is the source move. And you can move the Y position like this. Also, you can do the crop, like the scale, and you want go back to normal. Also, you can support the color adjustment, like the brightness, white, black, and contrast. Here like this, reset it, and change the gamma like this. And change it to the another source. To this source, and you can see the trim. This is the original color. I will change to the other color. Illustration. I select it first and change the it's more colorful. You see the screen and see the is it become more colorful. And other details, they can support the hue like the others. And there has a good feature of it. Good feature of this. And you can see I use another source to cover it. Maybe I change one. I remove it. Change it to the movie 1. And for this, we can do the blend. The blend, let me show you. Blend here and like the edge. And for here, you can see these two image is mixed. You can move everywhere, cover it, and you can see the trend in the screen. And this is the another source. I think it's a good feature to you to realize a new desire and new ideas like this. And this is the one picture, and you can remove here. It's very simple. And like feature, I will do the like 3D feature here, and select the layer first, and do the rotation, and through this button. Let me show you. See the middle part. We can then do the rotation like this, and another side do the rotation like this. And here, and this is the rotation. Also, you can reset it to come it back. And this is another part of the rotation. Also, in here you can crop it like the source crop. But if you use the source crop, you will crop the all source, and in here you only crop the layers. And also, you can change the brightness here, and they are different. Is one is the change the layer, another one change the source, and depend on your design, and change the color and reset it. And for this, if you want to more inputs, you only need to allow the inputs here, and you can allow the inputs like select here, allow the another input, change the input like this, and you can pass it or stop it to make a restart. And this is the more details. And for here, you can support 4K, 2K. So this is the lifetime of it. And if you have any you want me to show you, you can tell me in the chat box, and I will show you through the lifetime. And this is all feature about the new solutions, EMS and UMS, and to provide a new idea about real-time editing content and 4K 2K inputs, capture 4K 2K inputs, any like the 12G and HDMI 2.0, and output to the HDMI 2.0 and 12G, and depend on the design.